What is good, Life Podcast? What is good? What is good? Welcome back to episode 38. We are back. It is crazy, bro. We're almost at 40, bro, which is the craziest thing. Hey, man, I can't lie. It's been beautiful, bro. It's been great.
It's
I
been
can't even cap.
gorgeous. You
Like,
said 40?
we're about to hit 40. Next week will be 40.
Next week gonna be 40.
That's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy to me, man.
Nah, that's gorgeous. That's fire. That's legendary.
Facts, bro. How was your
And
How was your Wednesday, bro? How was your yesterday? You know, we get a little day off, man. How was it?
Wednesday was pretty smooth. Honestly, like I said, we just moved. You know what I'm saying? Trying to still adjust, figure things out. But yesterday, we went around like a little 4 mile down in Tampa. Tampa Boardwalk, see some scenery, some different things.
Yeah.
So honestly, yesterday was a great weekend. W Wednesday. Like honestly, like the last few days been W, like everything new for me. So
That's facts.
be having something to do every day. So yesterday was really 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 good though. For
So,
sure.
question: How has been adjusting? Like, has it been good? Like adjusting to the new environment, to the new like place. How's adjusting been
It
going?
honestly, it's for me. It's been real like it's been real easy because it's like you kind of you kind of seen this before, right? Like you put yourself in a position to where it's like when our time comes, I just continue to keep being me. So adjusting is it's been smooth. Um, I think for me, I'm just more fascinated about like you see things you don't never seen before, right? Like you see things you only see every once in a while. Like think about like the beach, right? The beach is something so small, but I
Yeah.
get to go to the beach like whenever I want now. Like the beach is like 20, 30 minutes from me, or just
Mm,
some like simple like seeing like nice buildings, cars. It's like it's things that you like kind of like you get to see every day now, and it's W for sure.
that's facts, man.
Um, but I think like the big adjustment for me is like now I'm with my partner every single day. That's like the biggest like something I'm not used to yet because
Yeah.
like we went from being long distance to now with each
Yeah.
other every day. So that right there is something I'm adjusting to, but it's been real smooth. But other than that, like the transition is kind of like one of those things that like you kind of know that God prepared you for the moment. For me,
Mm,
God already knew this was gonna happen. So I'm just very blessed to be here, honestly.
that's
And
facts.
that's really it. Just trying to explore, do as many things I can do because there's so much to do here. It's like
Facts.
you got jet skiing, beaches, museums. There's so many famous people that you can run into so many different people.
Facts.
It's just yeah, bro. It's a whole new life. It's like a whole nother new life.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
went from Kissimmee to Louisiana to like now just the next life, bro. So
That's fire
I'm just
though.
used to adjusting at this point. Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
That
What
sound like
about you though, bro?
fire,
How's your
bro.
weekend?
Fire. For
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
my Wednesday, bro. My Wednesday was pretty calm, bro. Like I honestly really didn't do much. Um, I would say like I had a pretty good morning Wednesday though. I got a lot of stuff done. Told myself I wanted to do some things and actually got it done instead of procrastinating and
Mm.
stuff like that. So yesterday was a pretty smooth day, if I do say so myself, man. Hey,
Yeah.
man.
I think another adjustment that I'm not used to is like this content creating stuff. Like,
Mm,
I think I got so much time on my hand and that like I'm not used to it. So it'd be like so weird. Like I'm doing like a video every other hour or I'm
yeah.
editing every other hour. Like I'm not it's something I gotta get used to. It's the content, the content life, bro.
Yeah, that's fire though. I mean, look,
Yeah.
once you like start doing it, you start to see like how easy it is. Like it's really easy. It's just doing it every day. Like it's just posting,
Yeah.
and not procrastinating on if this is a good video or not. Just posting it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Supposed to. Yeah, that's
um,
true. I feel
so this kind of like low key kind of getting into like what we talking about today a little bit, man. So, the question of today is, what's harder, starting or staying consistent?
oh.
Mm.
Um I think the hardest thing is staying consistent, honestly, in my opinion. And I only say staying consistent because it's easy to start when you're motivated, right? It's easy to start when you got hype. It's easy to start when you telling yourself, "Oh, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it." But it's like, how consistent are you going to be when when that motivation fades? when you telling yourself, dang, this video doesn't look good, or dang, I need to edit this more a little better. So and honestly, like I think consistency is way harder, honestly, because taking that first step, we everyone takes that first step if you think about it, right? Like everyone really, really, really takes that first step, which is like knowing they could do it. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, are you gonna post once, twice a day, or post every day? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I think about it. Consistency is probably a lot harder than just starting. What about you, bro?
Um, Dang. I also agree, but I'm gonna talk on the starting side. Let's see if if I was to think if starting was harder, right? Um, I would say starting because you know, a lot of people want to do things or they think about doing their things. They tell themselves they can do it because think about it. A lot of times, a lot of people be like, "Dang, bro, when I get this, I'm gonna do this. When I do this, when I do this." Like they always talk about
Mm,
what they can do and how they're gonna do it, but then they never start. They never actually take that first step to actually start it. And I think it's harder because it's you know, we kind of vision this perfect image of what's gonna happen, right? We vision
okay.
okay, when I post, I want to get 100,000 views. Like we kind of compare what we see outside of ourselves because
Yeah.
we didn't start yet. So obviously we're looking at other people's numbers and thinking that we can do that. Let's make a similar video. You're trying to make the perfect video, so you're not starting. You're procrastinating. You're sitting there
Yeah.
thinking dang, should I do this? Should I do this today? Like you don't know what to do. You don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? So I think the starting is one of the hardest parts, bro.
Yeah, and I got a question with this, right? I got a question with the starting consistency. Like, when do you know that you're like kind of like going to that consistency, like flow state phase? Like, when is that transition?
Mm.
Because like, in my opinion, I think starting is like one, two, three posts. Like, you do momentum. So when is that real transition to consistency?
So I feel like consistency it turns into consistency after about 2 weeks. I say I say about 2 3 weeks because we kind of have to build those habits, right? We built the
Mm,
habits of posting, and then that becomes consistent. And it's like okay, from there on, now we're just being consistent. And then about 3 months, that's when you enter that flow state of just this is who I am now. You get what I'm saying?
okay.
So
Okay.
I feel like maybe between that first month of just getting it down, that's where you can after second week, third week, that's when you start to be consistent. Because we can be consistent for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then stop. You get what I'm saying? So after that
Yeah.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, it kind of builds a habit for yourself. You kind of just automatically start doing it because it's that's what you've been doing for the past 2 weeks. That's been your
Mm,
daily routine. So it
yeah.
becomes a habit. It becomes something that you start doing on a normally basis, right? And then that's obviously after you 2 3 weeks you start being consistent. After the three month mark, it's kind of like you either know who you is or you falling off. You get what I'm saying? You either gonna stop or you
Yeah.
gonna be like, this is who I am now. This is what I want to continue doing, and then you keep going. So that's what I think. How
I
about
get
you?
it.
That's a good question.
I think for me, like the consistency show is really like when things aren't going your way, right? Because I feel like, in my opinion, like consistency is built off of if you show up when it's not the things you're getting. Because like let's
Facts.
say for instance, if a person posts one, two, three clips and they get like high numbers, it's like okay, are you going? And then they post like two, three more clips and they not getting those high numbers. I think that's when the consistency has to flip in because you're not motivated by the numbers no more, right? You're
Ooh, I
just
like that.
motivated by because it's who you are. And
Facts.
and and I think I like that you said that because consistency it becomes who you are, right? And I think the earlier you know who you are, the more consistent you become. So I
Ooh,
don't think
I like
consistency
that.
has like a time step on it, right? I feel like once you know who you are, it's easy for you. So honestly, like you can be consistent day one because you feel like this is for me, for me,
Yeah,
or you can be consistent day one because you can say, oh, this is what I want to do.
I
And
love that.
and once you have that mindset, this is what I want to do, this is who I am, and then you embody that, you are now consistent because you can't not be you, right? It's hard to
Facts.
not be you. And all you have to do is just start. And that's why I think in my head, like, consistency is harder than just starting. Because once you do start, it's like, okay, are you gonna be a content creator? Are you gonna be a pro basketball player, are you gonna be that? You feel what I'm saying? Or are you
Facts.
just doing it for the eyes? You feel what I'm saying? So I like that though. I never really thought about that like that. As in like, it could take 3 months, it can take 2 weeks, it can take a day. You feel me?
Facts.
It's just once you become you. You feel me?
And
That's what I think.
see, I agree, bro. Like when you become you, that's when you just know this is what it is that I want to do. Like once you build it for yourself, or you even like you said, you can talk to yourself day one. You can build up the courage, and if you know this is for you, like for example, most of us will start something, stop, right, and then
Mhm.
we'll feel it in our soul that this thing is for us, but we don't know how to go to it, right? We don't know how to approach it, and that's where you can find yourself and realize like, okay, bump what everybody else talking about. I'm gonna focus on me, and this is something that I want to do. Now you go back to it,
Yeah,
and that off rip, now you can be consistent because you know this is who you are. So I
I like
also
that.
agree with how you said that. Yeah,
And I do like that you said that because a lot of times, like, we think consistency is just every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every
yeah,
day. But consistency is just being you, right? Because we us, right? We
yep,
had a moment where we missed our episode, but guess what? We still consistent and we still showed up because we know this is us, right? And I
facts.
think a consistent person doesn't get down by one missed day, or a consistent person doesn't get down by one missed week, right?
Ooh,
Because
yeah,
they understand that, and I think my biggest thing is, right, like I like you said it because whenever a consistent person misses a day, they feel that in their body, like, whoa, this, I don't like this feeling, right?
yep,
And if you have that feeling in your body after you miss a day or after you miss a week, it's like, okay, let me lock back in now because I'm going off track. And that's
yep,
with everything, right? That's with anything. That can be a person who eats healthy, right? They can be one day eating out, eating junk food, and then the next day they don't feel good. So guess what they do? They start back eating healthy. You feel
yeah,
what I'm saying? And then like for us, it's like we miss one day on the podcast. It's like, whoa, let's lock in because we this is not normal to us. And consistency is just whenever you come off a schedule and you feel like it's not normal to you, you get back on schedule no matter
yeah.
what. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's what consistency is to me. Like
That's facts.
consistency is we get consistency as in like 30 for 30, but
Yeah,
we're human. Like we're human. Like we truly are human, and we truly are going to be messed up by the external world, which is things going to happen. But a
yeah,
consistent person going to find that they're going to go deep and go find what they missing. And
yeah.
if you're a person who do podcasts like us, we missed a day of podcast and we felt that like that whoa, what's going on there in us? Let's get back right. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's facts, bro. And I agree, bro. Like that's literally how it was, bro. Like you know, when you miss one day, it's important to just get back on track. Get back on track, cause you can, if you let yourself fall off, you will fall off. Like, and it
Yeah.
won't be something that's good. And this kind of like getting into the next topic a little bit too. Um, I guess I'll just ask you the question, man. What mindset keeps most people stuck?
Ooh,
Right? Like,
I like that. The mind. Dang, this is a deep question because I think I just went through this, right? Like honestly, truthfully, God my witness. The mindset I got mistake is like I can do it myself. I think
mm,
that right there is throws us all the way off. Like I had the mindset like, oh, I got it. I got it. It's the eye. It's the eyes. Like I can do it. I got it. It's good to have. It's good to have that mindset, but like you can't grow with that mindset, right? You can't get to the next level with that mindset. Why? Because we're human. We
yeah,
need help. And guess what? It's the biggest. Like for me, I like going to spiritual side, right? I can't do it on my own. I only can do what God allows me to do, right? I only can
facts,
do with anything with God's strength. I can't I can't be a provider if God doesn't provide for me. You feel
facts.
what I'm saying? So I think like I'm going through this right now. Like I gotta change my mindset to like I need help and only God can help me. And I say I need help as in like I'm not afraid to reach out. Like yo, bro, let's collab. Like yo, bro, let's do this together. Like yo, bro, let's post. Let's interact
Yeah,
because we all got that. Man, I'm gonna get in my bag. I'm gonna cut the world off mindset. But that mindset it limits you because you can't learn. Like how me and Perry we talk every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm learning every Tuesday and Thursday just by talking to him. And that
facts.
right there, we don't realize it, but it's so important because we're learning off each other and we're growing. Our brains is capitalizing. Our brains is expanding. and for us it's beautiful because we do it on a consistent basis, right? But think about the people who don't do it, right? Think about the people who just close off to themselves. Think about the people who don't learn.
Facts.
And I think like I'm being honest, right? I'm a human, and I'm happy this was one of the questions because I never really thought about it till recently. Like I moved, there's so much going on. I'm like, damn, like I'm gonna need some more help. And you gotta be willing to admit that too. So I think the mindset that messes up is we feel like we can do it on our own, and we're not willing to admit the truth. Those are
Mm,
two things that I feel like in my heart that just throws us all the way off, bro.
I like that,
What
man.
about you?
For me, I got kind of two, but for the first one, I have the mindset that keep people subs thinking they have time. You know,
Mm,
we feel like we have all the time in the
mm,
world. Like especially as young people, we kind of don't pursue any goals, pursue our passions because we think we have time. We're like, oh, I'm only 20, I'm only 20, I'm only 19, I'm still young, right? Like people go to party and they're like, oh, you're young, enjoy your life. I mean, you get what I'm saying?
I
So
like that.
that's what mindset keeps most people stuck because okay, yeah, you enjoy your life when you're young, and then when you're mid 20s, late 20s, what are you doing at that point? You might
I
still
like
be
that.
having fun. You get what I'm saying? Because you never got out of
I
that
like
mindset. So that's the mindset
that.
that'll keep you stuck. So then you'll get older and older and older and realize that you don't have that much time. And every day you're not necessarily guaranteed tomorrow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we all think like we're all so blessed that we get tomorrow, but it's really something that's like you got to be grateful for. You got to be grateful for your time today. So it's important to do your dream, work on your dreams, work on your passion, work on your goals, get close to God in your day-to-day basis because that's something that
Yeah.
is going to matter at the end of the day if you do not wake up tomorrow, right? If you
Like
spend
that.
today on trying to go to heaven and you say you don't make it to tomorrow, you have a better chance of making it to heaven than, oh, I'm only 20 years old, I'll get close to God when I'm 23. How you know you're going to get to 23? You get what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
So I
That's
think
deep.
one of the things that we keep ourselves stuck is thinking that we have time. And the other one I would say is that some people can't be alone. Like they think alone is lonely. And something I
Yeah.
just seen not too long ago in a post, it has said alone, like you being alone is either you choose depression or evolution. You get what I'm saying? During that
Mm,
time alone. Um, and that's really up to you and how you move through your life because it's like that mindset will keep you stuck thinking, oh, I can't be alone. I need to be around other people. Like I know Dede was saying, ask for help. Yes, that's important. But this is what I mean is in alone is, growing with yourself, not becoming
mm.
depressed,
I
evoluting
like
yourself. So in that alone season, you can learn to be around other people, learn about yourself so that you can love yourself so that way you can love other people around you, right? Because you can't love other people around you if you don't love yourself. We always talk about this. Um so in that alone stage is like that mindset of just thinking I can't be alone or I need somebody, I need this, I need that. It can keep you stuck because you'll never move. You'll feel like you always need somebody to give you something. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
don't want to be dependent on other people. Yes, be independent, but also like be independent enough to where it's like yeah you can cover for yourself but you can also ask for like a tad bit of help. Don't be in that neediness of I need this help, I need this person, because that will
Yeah.
lead you
Very
to
true.
depression. You know what I'm saying? That will lead you
I like
to,
that.
because we have this mindset of when we want to ask people we expect them to say yes. So if you're a needy person, you're asking them, you're expecting them to say yes every single time. So when they don't give you that yes, you get depressed, you get sad, you get mad. You know what I'm saying? So you have to choose evolution when you're alone. So for the most part, bro, you want to grow, right? You got to learn, you got to grow, you got to become who the person that you want to become. You can't sit there
Yeah.
needing other people. You have to kind of tell yourself that I can grow. You know what I'm saying? I can learn. I can do these different things. But those are the two that I would say for sure for
You're not for sure, and I like that. Like we all take time for granted, and the way I remind myself, this sounds scary, but it's the truth, right? Like I sometimes go to a graveyard site, and I only go to a graveyard site because like when you go to a graveyard site, what do you think of? Death. And when you think of death, what do you think? Like time is limited, time is short, time is
facts.
small. And so like it's weird. It's weird, but it's like we all have to face the fact that we will die someday, right? Like, I think that's another thing. We got the mindset of like, oh, we're gonna live forever, or we're gonna live to 50, we're gonna live to 60. We
Facts.
don't know that, right? Like, it's kids who die at 1 years old. It's kids who die at 0.6 seconds, right? They only
Facts.
get to sniff the air, or they only get to come out the womb, or they don't even get to come out the womb if you really want to go that deep, right? And so I like that you said that, because like we're so blessed to not be grateful, right? We're so blessed
Mm.
to not be thoughtful. We're so blessed to not be aware of the time that we're getting. We're so
Facts.
blessed to not realize and understand that we're getting another opportunity to come back to God. We're getting another opportunity to come back, to our purpose. And like, to really go on with that, like I think that's really one of the biggest things, because that's where everything falls under, right? Like, the what we're doing in our time, because when we die, we're going to be asked, what do we do during this period? What do we do in our youth? What do we do and when we're older, right?
Facts.
And you don't want your youth to be, you don't want to be questioned. You say, oh, I was party drinking, smoking, party clubbing, woo, like, you think that's
Yeah.
gonna get you to heaven? And like we said, like, if you die, if you die at this age of 20, 21, it's like, it's time to go to heaven. Do you feel like you can get to heaven? And like
Facts.
me, I always ask myself, like, am I living a life to get to heaven? Even though I don't know if I'm going or not, it's just like the thought of the question of like, do I feel like I'm on the right path? And
Yeah.
it's the awareness, because if you feel like, dang, now let me chill out with this, guess what? You're getting one more step closer to God. And 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 I also want to add on to the point, like, being alone is good. Like, that alone is what you kind of want to be. Like, when you're alone, you really learn yourself more. And I'm happy you said it, because it. I say help, and he said alone. When you're alone and you're growing, you have no problem seeking for help, because why? You know yourself, right?
Yep.
And then you know the advice. If somebody gives you advice, and it's the wrong advice, or it doesn't align with you, you're okay with being alone to rely on your own thoughts, rather than say, "Hey, maybe that person is right, or that
Mm.
person, I should go with that person." So yes, look out for help, seek for help, but seek help for growth. That's the big difference. Like, seek help for learning, seek help for getting to the next level, right? Like, for me, if I want to be, in my niche, a high ticket seller, I'm gonna go reach out to other high ticket sellers, right? And a perfect example is, if you want to be a billionaire, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna hang around billionaires, and then you're alone, right? You're just learning off of the billionaires. You're just getting help from the billionaires, because guess what? You want to be a billionaire.
That's
So,
facts.
help and being alone, it goes together in a way. It's only makes sense to a person who understands. And if you don't understand, you're not okay with being alone. And if you don't understand, you need a lot of more help. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the big difference is, because you know we get help, as in like, we need.
Yep.
But a lot of times, help is not always we need. Like, a lot of times, this help is just guide, like, show me the route, like, give me the path. I can do the rest myself, right? Like, if
Facts.
Perry say, yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you, like Perry say, yo, bro, what about Solitude? Like, what about Solitude? He just gave me the platform, and me, I can just go that way myself. I don't need him to guide me. I don't need him to walk me. No,
Facts.
we grown. We big kids now, right?
Yep.
Just tell me what it's about, and I'm gonna go look into it. I'm gonna go that way,
That's
and I'm
facts.
gonna trust you. And I think that's another big thing that we so like we lose ourselves at. We don't know how to trust, right? We don't know how to, like, you
Facts.
know we so close hearted. We so close. We so close to where anything comes our direction, we bounce off of us, rather
Yep.
being open and accepting some things, and knowing what you're accepting, right? And it's like, how could you trust anybody if you don't trust yourself? That's how I look at it. If
Yep.
if I feel like a person who doesn't trust people don't trust himself, because they don't know how to react when that thing's going to happen to them, right? They don't know how to stay strong. They don't know how to stay firm,
Yep.
and they just get all the way discombobulated, bro.
That's facts, bro.
Real life.
And to add on to one more thing, I would say that keep like people stuck as well is like people don't ask questions, right? Like be okay with asking questions. And I mean this as in, like, ask yourself questions. Like they was saying about being a millionaire, right? Ask yourself these questions. Ask other people these questions, because you'll never know the answers. And that's what learning is. That's the main thing about learning. And it's funny because ourselves as humans, all we have to do is ask ourselves the question. Like, say if you are stuck, if you're somebody that is stuck, ask yourself, why am I being stuck? Like, why am I stuck right now? And you will literally come up with the answers. I don't know why, but you will come up with the answers. Like last night, bro, I was up at like 3 a.m. writing out a whole plan to save X amount of money. I'm not gonna say how, but X amount of money, right? And literally, all I was like, I was in a car 2-3 hours before saying like, bro, I'm gonna be a millionaire before 25. I just kept saying it over and over and over, and I'm like, bro, why am I not a millionaire? Like, why? I'm gonna be a millionaire before 25. I just kept saying it, and then when I got home, like later on, and I just went to sleep, woke up, it's 3 a.m. and I'm thinking about plan. I'm writing down a whole plan on how I can get to that point. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to ask yourself. You have to keep reminding yourself of things, and you will literally come up with the answers. I didn't never made no plan about like how much money I wanted to save at an X amount of time until last night. I thought about it. I said to myself, and then I wrote it down. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's important to ask yourself questions, right? Ask yourself why is something not going, or tell yourself that you can do something, and because you'll find a way to do it. You get what I'm saying? So like, just like it's like manifestation, like we be talking about, like visualizing things. It's the same thing, right? You visualizing it, you pretty much just telling yourself it, and then you'll literally come up with the answers. The answers will come to your mind, and you'll just have to write it down. But it's up to you to take the signs, right? Because most of the times we ask ourselves the questions, and then we get the answers, and we don't do nothing with it, right? Because sometimes the answer isn't yes. Sometimes the answer is a big no. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have to see that difference. Like, I'm not explaining, bro. You just got to see that difference, man.
I like that you said that, right? Because today, I ran my little 4 miles, whatever, with the route, and I'm running back on my way home, and I'm passing my car. I'm running past a car dealership, right? And it's a BMW I want. Like, it's a BMW I've been wanting. And I'm gonna keep it a buck right now. Like, I don't have the money to afford a car, but wallahi, I went over to the dealership. I went to the office. I said, "Yo, like, give me the keys. Let me see this car." I went over to the car and I sat in the car, and I felt myself like I just wanted to be in the moment. And I let my emotions run. Like, and I don't have the money. I don't have nothing, right? I still got bills to pay, right? But I went to that car because I know, in my heart, that car's for me. So I went in there. I sat in the car. I took pictures of the car, and now my brain is, I'm getting that car, right? And then when the car comes, guess what? I've been there before. I sat in the vehicle before. I felt my emotion before. I'm sitting in the car like, oh, this been hard. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what you have to do, because once you do that, guess what? Your brain your emotions are now connected, right? And once your brain and your emotions are connected, you're on like some type of like,
bro, you connected, yeah.
and I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, oh yeah, oh this far, like this hard. I'm over here. Oh, okay. This big got CarPlay. Oh, this big hard. This mine. I don't have the money, and I went to the guy like, okay, yeah, get my information. Do this, because I know, like, I seen the sign. Like, why am I running 4 miles? I didn't see when I'm coming by. Is the car place right in front of my apartment, and they got the car I want. So
right, like, there.
You feel me? You think I'm not gonna get in there? What? Okay.
He said, "Wow, okay."
I got up in there. I ain't gonna lie, like, and I felt good, and I feel good now just thinking about it, because like all it takes is prayer and work. Just keep showing up. Yeah. That's how it all goes, bro. And plan it out, like we said, plan it out. I made so now the car with a certain amount of money. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get that certain amount of money ASAP.
And that's it right there, better plan. And I'm sure you wrote down in your plan that you wanted that car, right? And all of a sudden you end up seeing that car. It's crazy how it worked. Like,
let me really find you, because it was one episode, right? You was talking about you went on ChatGPT, you screenshot it, you
the
made
subs.
like 5,000 subscribers. What I did was I went on ChatGPT and I put myself in the car. I put myself I put myself right on the car,
and
and I seen the car, so I'm like, oh,
then it's
I've been here
like
already.
he took a pic in the car.
And I'm like, oh, I've been here, I've been here.
Yo.
And it's true. It's so true. Like whatever you see, once your emotions start running with you, you go get it, right? And like
Dang, that's
I'm
fire.
just, and then you get more excited because you know what's to come. And it's like you don't really know, right? You just have that certainty and that trust, and you don't know how it's gonna come. That's the biggest thing,
Facts.
right? Like I know in my heart, I feel like it's gonna come from me, but I'm not thinking about how it's gonna come. I'm not thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna get it tomorrow. I'm gonna get it this week. Then I just in my heart, it could be 10 years from now. I'm gonna have that same feeling I felt when I was first in it today. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying? And that's what it be. That's really what it is. You just gotta have that trust certainty and don't put a time step on it. Because that's where really, we run out. Because when you put a time step on something, you expect and don't get me wrong, it's good to expect, but only expect good. Because if
Yep.
you expect a certain like a specific certain thing,
Specific. Yeah.
it doesn't always come like that, right? And if it does come like that before it coming, it didn't come how you want it to come, and so you lose all hope before you even get to where what was to come.
That's
So
facts.
I think that's also important. Like expect good, only expect good. Don't expect X, Y, and Z. Only expect good, because once you expect good, guess what? Only good
Good
comes. You feel
comes.
what I'm saying?
That's facts,
Hmm.
bro. And that's the main thing right there. And that's even you can even put that into to what keep people stuck, right? Negative mindset. People
Yeah.
people carry negative mindset throughout their entire day, sometimes their entire lives. You see it all the time. The people that are most negative end up being the people that's not really having a good life because they're always negative. They attracting negative. Not only are they negative people, but they're attracting negative to themselves too because that's what they put out. You get what I'm saying? And the people that's putting out positive, as you see, the people that's always putting out positive, they're the ones that have it. They're the ones that made it already, or if you want to
Yeah.
call it made it successful, whatever, however you view it.
Yeah.
These are the people that are putting out positive things. It may not look like positive things to other people, but you see the other people are negative people that are hating on these positive
Mhm.
people, and that's why
Yeah.
the negative people don't have what the positive people have. Not only
Yeah.
are they not like you could be like, oh, they're not positive people, da da da, but they are. They're giving some type of value to the world. That's a positive,
Hmm.
and whatever that
Yeah.
is, they may be selling something. They may be giving you something. They may be trying to teach you something. They maybe like us doing talking right through value through words. And these are
Yeah.
people that are being successful because they're positive. They're putting out positive. They're putting out a good energy. They're putting out a good spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? And the people that are being the most negative, they gonna keep being negative. They're gonna keep being the ones in haters comments. They're gonna keep being the ones that have a life that they don't enjoy, right? Because
Yeah.
these people that are being negative, they don't enjoy their lives. They don't like their lives. They'll rather tear down your life because theirs is already bad. You get what I'm saying? And it's that negative mindset that keeps you there. You have to think positive. You have to start looking at the positive. You know, because like you said, like if somebody having a bad day, and that's all you thinking, oh, how can my day get worse? It just might. It
Might
literally
just, yeah.
might get worse. Like
That's
say if
fact.
you had an argument with somebody and you be like, dang, bro, how can my day get any worse? And then you go in your car, you may speed a little bit, and then you get in an accident. You feel me? Because you just
Yeah.
put that out there. You put that negative energy out there. Instead, it's like if that bad thing happened, you got into an argument, you be like, dang, like that was a bad argument, but I ain't gonna let that stop me for the rest of my day. I'm gonna let the rest of my day go good, and now you have a good
Yeah.
rest of your
Or
day. Talk to
or
me.
or you get an argument with someone. You say, no, I'm gonna forgive myself, and I'm gonna forgive that person, right?
Ooh, yep.
Because a lot of the times, like it
It's
don't
that
even be
simple.
it's something so simple. And with the forgiveness part, guess what? You forgive. Guess what? Now God's gonna forgive
Give
you.
you.
And then once God forgives you, guess what? He's gonna reward you. He's gonna bless you. He's gonna send out blessings for you just for having that mindset of rather than just like crashing out.
Facts.
Because like think about this, like for relationships, like a girl cheats on a guy or a girl cheats on a guy, whatever, woo woo, that relationship stuff, and the first thought is, man, F that B or F that N. You feel
Yep.
what I'm saying? Rather than saying, you know what, I wonder what I did to make that person do that, or I wonder if that person was even for me, right?
Accountability,
Like the first thing
man.
we do, we just want to crash out, crash out, crash out. No, and that's why I always say, like, just breathe, bro. Like, breathing takes you so far. Think about that. The smallest thing that we don't even think about takes you the furthest, right?
Yep.
If you having a stressful day, a stressful time, imagine you just took 10 seconds to just come back to yourself. That
Facts.
brings you so far. Like, breathing is the best mechanic that we have because we do it on a daily basis without knowing we're doing it. So
Facts.
what I'm saying is like something so simple, and then, like, you get rewarded for, you get more blessings for the small consistent deeds, right? Rather than the big deeds. Let's say, for instance, like, if a person donated $2 every single day just willingly, and one person donate $1,000 every other year, every other month, who do you think what money adds up more? You know what I'm saying? If a person giving $2 every 365 days, rather than a person just giving $1,000 once in a blue moon,
Right.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, those small consistent deeds adds up. So take a breath. Every moment you get, take a breath, relax yourself, relax your brain, come back to who you know who you are. You feel what I'm saying?
I like that, man. That's really just trying to like I'd add on to that, like stay calm in every situation, right? Like you that's what how you want to be. You want to be calm in every situation because if you let things build up, that's when pressure gets to you. That's when all these things, depression and all these people start to get to you. You have to stay calm in these situations, in every situation, right? Because you being calm will, like he said, you being calm, you breathe, you allow yourself to be present, you allow God to be present with you. But when you're reacting, you're just reacting, you're leaning on your own understanding. So you staying calm, breathing, you come back to the Father and you realize, like, okay, let me approach this thing. Now let me take this thing. And it's like big for sports, especially, right? Like sports, you want to stay
Yeah.
calm the most. That's how you're supposed to go about things. You want to stay calm because if you think about it, if you shake in the moment, right? Like if you get all anxious, your emotions start rising and you're not calm, you may sell the game, you may miss a shot, you may fumble the ball, you may do anything, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be calm. Like when you're calm, you're under control, you're in control. You know, when we're not calm, we're not in control. So if you're not calm with yourself, you're not in control of yourself. So who's in control? Feel me? Anyways,
And one more
yeah.
thing to add on to that, because I think, a saying that we say in football is like, you gotta have a cornerback like mindset, right? And a cornerback mindset is just, it's short term memory. Like, they can get beat on one play, but you can't think about that play because guess what? If you
Yep.
sit and think about that play, guess what? You're gonna get beat again, beat again, beat again, beat again. So a
Facts.
cornerback
That
like
will happen.
mindset is just, it happens. It's football. Let's
Yep.
go to the next play. So that's how we got to live our life. We got to go to the next day. Well, we got to pray to go to the next day, right? We got to pray to get to the next moment. We got to pray to get to the next opportunity because when an opportunity presents itself, guess what a cornerback's going to do? A cornerback's going to be a cornerback. He's going to make a play on the ball. So
Yep.
what are we going to do? We got to be a human. And we're going to make a play on opportunity. We're going to take
Mm.
advantage of the opportunity and then live up to
Facts.
the moment. And I think that's what it's really all about is just living up to the moment rather than living too far ahead or living too far behind, bro. And I think that's another thing. If we really want to add on to the question, freaking is
Most
you know
people
what I'm
keep most
saying?
people
But
start. Yeah.
yeah, we live too far in the past. We live too far on our past trauma, our past memories. We live too far on the what my mom said, my dad said. We live too far back on the he said, she said.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? You can't live like that, right? You can't grow like that. You're limited. And that's where people get stagnant and just limit themselves. They cap themselves off. But
Yep.
we're human, bro. We're the only species on earth that has a brain that's able to use it. Use it to your
Endless
best
growth.
ability. Endless growth. Just keep learning, keep growing, keep trying. Just
That's
keep
facts.
trying.
That's facts, man. I ain't got no more questions. You got any more questions for today? Nah,
Not really,
man.
bro. Nah.
What's your closing words for today?
Today Thursday,
Yeah,
man.
man.
This Thursday. Really just keep going, bro. Like we always say, keep going. But I'm gonna switch it up for y'all, bro. Y'all probably tired of hear me say keep going. But why not you, right? That's how I look at it. Why not you? Why can't you be the one to live the life that you see people live? Why
Right.
can't you be the one to help your family be successful? Why can't you be the one to just, you know, get to the next level? And always remember, like, death is around the corner, right? Death is always near. Like, every soul must taste death. That's what I'm gonna end off with. Every soul must taste death. So, always be aware that time is limited, and you got to keep going, bro.
I like that, man. For me, man, my closing words for the day. Um, I say my closing words for the day is, be you, bro. Be the best version of you, and continue to learn every day, right?
Yeah.
Being yourself. I mean, as in, continue to learn with yourself. Don't let somebody else keep an image of you, tell you who you are as a person. Don't let somebody else's image of you determine how you view yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't let how somebody speaks to you let that affect you either, right? Don't take disrespect. Learn to love yourself. Really care for yourself more than you care for others. It sounds crazy, but care for yourself more than you care for others, right? Until you get to the point where you love yourself, then you can care for somebody maybe a little bit more than you. But don't never put somebody above you except for God. You get what I'm saying? But that's my closing words for today, man. This is episode 38. We'll be back, man. Episode 39 next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Sure.
We'll catch y'all, man. Peace out, man. We out of here.
So.